And when that is ignored significant amount of time, the cushion or disc, which is now balled up in front of the glenoid fossa, because the ligaments that hold it in place are so loose, and now when the condyle comes down the eminence and bumps into the meniscus, which is balled up here in front, it can't get past it, and that is when we begin to have permanent locking. We call that closed locking. Basically, you're locking but partially closed, and that can be anywhere between half closed, three-quarter closed, to all the way almost completely closed lock, where the patient cannot open fully at all. But again, it all starts out with the click, 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 click early on, which is the earliest sign of temporomandibular joint disorder. Now, you can have other early signs. I mean, you can have headache or earache occurring before the click occurs, but most often, by my personal observation, doing consultations for well over 10,000 people, for sure, for absolute sure, I've done consultations for over 10,000 patients with temporomandibular joint disorder. One of the earliest, most significant symptoms are clicking within the temporomandibular joint. So that is the explanation of what clicking is, then leading to, quote, popping and instantaneous locking, which then leads to permanent locking. It is a progressive disease, and the only thing I can't predict is how rapidly it progresses. It progresses slowly in some people. It progresses rapidly in some people. A lot of that, I think, has to do with the type of insult or category of damage, whether it's bruxism, acute trauma, or the trauma associated with functional malocclusion. But all three of those are one way or another traumatic events, acute trauma or traumatic trauma that occurs over a period of time. So the clicking itself is a sign, not a symptom. Now, what's the difference between a sign and a symptom? A sign is what doctors